What's going on, guys? Let me know if you can hear me. Just turned my mic on now. You guys can hear me? Okay. You can hear typing? Sounds good. Yeah, I stopped talking. Yep. I'm not going to talk constantly. My vocal cords would give out if I did that. Yeah, I'm just setting up the stream, so I was actually going to set up webcams here in North Central PA because I'm at like 95% totality here. But the problem is that it's very cloudy today, so it's not even worth it for me to set up cameras. I spent like 2 hours yesterday positioning my tripods and figuring out how I was going to do it, and then it turns out it's so cloudy today, just like a typical Pennsylvania day, just super cloudy, super dark. So there's no point in even doing that. So what I have here are just cameras from around the United States, and then I also have a camera in Mexico, Sinaloa, Mexico, which is actually going to be the first place where the solar eclipse occurs. It's going to hit this area on the lower left. We have Sinaloa. So unfortunately, I'm not going to do my cameras here. I just don't think it's worth it to go through all that headache, and then you're not really going to see much, just cloudy skies, maybe slightly darker, but nothing crazy. So So I got some cameras from cities that are in the totality path. So the Mexican camera is in the totality. Dallas, Niagara Falls, Cleveland, Indiana, Lake Erie, these are all in totality. And then DC and New York City, I just put them there just for the sake of it. But what I may do is I may make some of these cameras larger as some of these places get closer to totality. I'll enlarge them so this way we can see more, you know. So let me just see what you guys are saying here in the chat. What about flight radar? Flight radar's for something else. Flight radar's not for now. But I'll be monitoring it. So it's going to start at around 2:30. It's going to start in Texas at 2:30. And it's going to go through 3:30. What's going on, Bob? What's going on, Open Minds? And I also have a camera from Eagle Pass, Texas. I might put that one up. We'll see. Any news in the Middle East? As far as I know right now, it's quiet. I will do a full update later. So later on this evening, after this solar eclipse is over, I'll do a stream. But even places like New York City, for example, even though they're not 100% totality, they're still going to be pretty close to totality. They're still going to be like 80-85% totality. So we're still going to be able to see on the cameras here New York City and DC getting dark, even though they're not 95 or 100% totality. I think New York City's like 80% totality or 85. Same thing with DC. So yeah, I'm not going to do a live cam here because it's too cloudy, so there's no point in doing it. I explained it earlier, but I set up webcams and everything, but it's just not worth it because it's so cloudy here. So unfortunately, I'm not going to have a camera here. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that, Mary Trafford. Thank you so much. What's going on, Diva's mom? How's it going? Ashley, how's it going? Good to see you. Ross Snyderman, good to see you. Loving Angel, good to see you. K. Paul. Thanks for the advice, K. Paul. Yeah, you don't want to look at the eclipse without special glasses. You need special glasses. Even regular sunglasses may not work. So Melissa says I'm in the totality path near Lake Erie, but it's cloudy right now. Pammer says the Army had to recharge their vehicles at Walmart last night. Interesting. Very interesting. So keep your eye on the Mexican camera. We might see Mexico start to get dark soon. Looks like in Mexico it's going to start at around 2:30 Eastern time in Mexico. It's going to start around 2:30. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the end. It's going to start at, it should be starting right now actually. Should be starting right around now. Start of totality right now, and totality is going to end soon, actually in 30 minutes. So in Mexico, it's already started. You can kind of see in the camera it's a little bit darker. That camera needs to be wiped. It's a little bit dirty. But looks like it's a little bit darker there in Mexico. It's going to be interesting to see what Indiana looks like because it's blue skies there right now, clear blue skies in Indiana. And that camera over there is literally right in the totality path. That's like in southwestern Indiana. So that's going to be interesting to see everything go dark. Same thing with DC. Dallas may be hard to see because it's a little bit cloudy. Same thing, Cleveland's cloudy as well. Niagara Falls is cloudy. Niagara Falls is also in the totality path, by the way, guys. So, yeah, looks like Mexico is in totality right now. Someone said they're in Tennessee and they're seeing helicopters. Yeah, there's been a lot of military activity the last 2 days. What's going on, God's soldiers, watchmen? Looks like you're going to be in the totality path. Upstate New York, blue skies. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button if you can. Share the stream. Comment. Yeah, we got really thick clouds here today. So it doesn't even make sense for me to set up my cameras. Yesterday it was so sunny and beautiful. I thought today it would be the same, but no. What's going on, Barbara? Essence says clear sunny skies in Missouri. South Texas very cloudy, says Maria. Yeah, I heard. I've seen the videos. Yeah, South Texas is very cloudy. So the sun is coming out in western PA. Interesting. Yeah, it seems to be a little bit like the sun wants to come out, but I don't think it will. What's going on, Kent Hoover? Violet family says cloudy here in Minnesota. Let me just see here what the times are. So in Dallas, totality is going to begin at 2:40 p.m. Eastern Time, but partial totality looks like it already begun in Dallas. Remember, totality is just going to be a few minutes. It's just going to be like 3 to 4 minutes. So, but it looks like it's already begun in many areas. In Texas, it's already begun. And in Mexico, the totality is going to be any minute now. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the time zones here. Just going to check some news and see if anything's going on. See if anything crazy happens during this eclipse. Hopefully nothing too crazy. Got to keep an eye on the situation in Israel. Iran is supposed to attack Israel tomorrow around the end of Ramadan. Today's the last day of Ramadan. So Iran is supposed to attack Israel tomorrow. We'll have to keep an eye on that. It's a beautiful day in South Carolina. I'm glad to hear it. What's going on, Kingdom Prepper? You're in Ohio in the path of totality and waiting on it to start. Sounds good. Hopefully you have blue skies over there. 27 minutes until totality. Okay, I thought so because it's not dark enough yet. It's not dark enough yet in Mexico. I wish they could clean their web camera over there. It's like at some resort in Sinaloa. But we should start to see it getting dark soon over there. Friday is a Muslim holy day. That's correct. That's when the imams visit the mosques and they give out sermons on Fridays. That's like their Sunday, like for Christians. Beautiful day in North New Hampshire. No, I haven't checked out NASA's live stream. No. Maybe I should put that up on the screen. If it's on YouTube, I can't put it up on the screen because then it'll be copyrighted. Yeah, NASA has it on YouTube, so I can't put it up because it would be a copyright, unfortunately. Oh yeah, okay. I'm looking at the stream. Yeah, it looks like partial totality has begun in Mexico. It's like halfway over the sun right now. So the camera that I have is literally right where it's literally like right in the middle of the totality. So we should start to see that Mexican camera it should start getting darker over there. Although it's kind of cloudy, so I don't know. Should start to see it getting dark though. Because the sun is like halfway covered now. Shannon says 2 p.m. Eastern time should be closer to dark. Yep. Yeah, so it should start getting darker there in Mexico soon. And then around 2:30, it's going to come into the U.S. So we'll start to see Dallas get darker. What's going on, Albert G. from Poland? How's it going? Stephanie says watching in Southern Oregon, having coffee, watching the goats. Goats are all laying down. One went into labor this morning. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Connecticut, you're probably not going to see anything until like 3 o'clock. So, but Mexico is almost in full totality. Starting to get darker in central Texas. It's creepy. Loving Angel says Popocatépetl is not dark yet. See, maybe I can get a camera of Popocatépetl. Oh yeah, I see. See here. So we should be reaching totality soon in Mexico. What's interesting is the 2017 solar eclipse and the 2024 solar eclipse, they intersect right over the New Madrid fault line. If you look at a map of where the 2017 eclipse went and this eclipse, it's like right over southern Illinois, right where the New Madrid is, right near southern Illinois and western Tennessee, New Madrid fault line. It hasn't gotten dark yet in Sun City, Arizona. Interesting. Yeah, you don't need a welding helmet. A welding helmet is not necessary. You can get some solar film for like $5. Welding helmet is excessive. You don't need that. You just need a solar film. It's too late probably to order it now, but you could get solar film. Wow, that Mexican camera is so dirty. You can't see anything. Wow. Must be all the sea spray. It does look a little bit darker though. Sherry says watching from outside of DC. Still sunny here in Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska, you still have a while. Stay indoors. Getting darker in Mexico. Thanks, Ross. I appreciate it. Hope everything's going well. F-15 in New York. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to do a full update later on the military movement. So look for that later on. Let's see here. Yeah, so that camera that I have is right in the totality path. In Mexico, Mazatlan, Mexico. It's right in the totality. So and Niagara Falls is right in the totality path. So is Indiana. Much of central Indiana is in the totality path. They have this pretty cool map on the NASA website that shows where the totality is and stuff. It's like an interactive map like Google Earth. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's almost, the totality is almost in Mexico. Should be there in a few minutes. So check out the Mexico map. Should start getting darker. You can see it's kind of darker. You can actually see it looks a little bit darker. So I have this map here, and you can see the totality that way. So you can see based on this map that we're pretty close to totality in Mexico. This is coming from NASA. You can see that purple thing there. So we're just minutes away from totality in Mexico. It looks a little bit darker. The camera is so blurry it's hard to tell, but we're literally just minutes away from the totality based on the NASA map there on the lower right. Just minutes away. Man, I wish they cleaned that freaking camera. It's so blurry. You can see people standing there by the poolside. Looks like they're taking pictures with their cameras because you can see the flashes from their cameras maybe. Or maybe their solar glasses when they're looking up at the sun. You can see, if you look close, you can see, you see those flashes there? Yeah, people are looking at the sun with their solar glasses, it appears. So this resort is literally right in the totality path. It's going to be the first place that's going to get the solar eclipse in, I guess you could say, North America or Central America actually, but it's the first place on land that's going to get the solar eclipse. It's Mazatlan, I think it's called. Just a few minutes away. As you can see, just a few minutes away from Mexico. U-2 spy plane north of Napa. Interesting. Yeah, I shut the volume off. Guys, I'm not always going to have the volume on. You know, if it's a long duration stream, I'm not always going to have the volume on the whole time, you know. How do you send a video? Depends on how long the video is. You can try to email it to me. If it's a larger video, the best way to do it is to share it with Google Drive. Put it on Google Drive and share my email with your Google Drive, NYPrepper85. Share it on Google Drive. And that if it's a larger video, if it's a smaller video, then you don't have to do that. Depends on how big the video is. You can also try to shrink the video down so it fits in the email. I think the maximum is like 25 megabytes. So thank you, Ross. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, with a long duration stream, I'm not going to be able to just talk for 4 hours straight, you know. My vocal cords wouldn't be able to tolerate that, so there's going to be moments of silence sometimes. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, but that's just the way life works. So yeah, we should be close to totality in Mexico. As you can see in the lower right, there's a U-2 spy plane in California. Interesting. What's going on, Donut from Scotland? How's it going? Scotland is beautiful. I always wanted to go to the Scottish Highlands. Scottish Highlands are beautiful. I'm going to replace some of these cameras as totality passes with other cameras that are in the path. So after totality passes in Mexico, I'm going to replace the Mexican camera with, I have a camera from Vermont. Up in Vermont, I have a camera up there because they're in the path of totality. And I also have a camera from Eagle Pass, Texas, but I'm not sure if it makes sense to play that one because it's cloudy over there. But I'll be replacing Mexico with Vermont soon after totality passes. Looks like we're just minutes away from totality in Mexico. And I'm going to be monitoring the flight tracker, see if there's anything unusual going on during this eclipse. We have a wow, we have another Sikorsky Seahawk patrolling off the coast of Kaliningrad today. And then we have another sub hunter going to Kaliningrad right now. We also have a Black Hawk over Latvia. So lots of stuff going on in the Baltic Sea right now. And let's see over the US if there's anything. Checking right now. We have anything going on over the US. But I'll be doing a full update after this is over. I'll be doing a full news update. So that should be out sometime this evening. Probably like 6 or 7. Maybe 8 o'clock, something like that. And for those of you guys who are more into the hardcore prepping stuff, I have a lot of stuff planned for you guys this year. I have a bunch of practice bug outs I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take my bug out bag and I'm going to go to some of the secluded areas here and do a practice bug out. I'm going to be doing a bunch of different prepping and survival videos, and then hopefully next winter we'll have a normal winter here and I'll be able to do some winter survival stuff, because this winter the snow just didn't stick around too long. But I'd like to do some winter survival and show you guys some of my tips and tricks for winter survival. Being a lifelong outdoorsman living in the northern US, I've learned a lot about winter survival. Being that I go hunting every year basically in the winter since I was a teenager, so I've learned a lot about comfort and survival in cold weather. Just checking the flight tracker right now, see if we have any interesting flights over the US. I'm actually going to be going on a practice bug out very soon. Probably within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to go on a practice bug out. The plan is to do a 20 mile single day practice bug out. Let's see here. We do have an F-15 over New England right now. Interesting. Looks like it's yeah, we do have an F-15 heading to New England. Looks like it took off from Tyndall. For those of you guys who don't know, F-15s are actually made for launching standoff weapons. So they launch long-range missiles, especially nuclear weapons. They're specifically made for nuclear weapons delivery, F-15s. So we have an F-15 heading over Springfield, Massachusetts area right now. See if there's any doomsday planes up in the air. During this eclipse. But yeah, massive movement of Apache helicopters spotted in eastern Pennsylvania. I shared the picture in my update late last night. If you guys didn't see that update, you should definitely watch that update after the stream is over. I posted a really late update last night at like midnight, literally at midnight, so I know a lot of people probably didn't get the notification. They were asleep. But you should definitely watch my update from last night because there was a massive amount of Apaches in Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is extremely unusual. So looks like the camera threw me off. What happened here? That's funny. Maybe there's just a lot of people trying to watch it now. Yeah, it threw me off right at totality. Isn't that funny?
It's important to save money for retirement.
Oh yeah, it's in totality now, guys. Look. Look, they're in totality in Mexico. Look. Check it out. We're covering this live right now on the NYPrepper channel. This is history. This is historic. You're watching history on the NYPrepper channel on YouTube. Look at this, guys. This is absolutely insane. The totality is right over Mexico now. I'm going to blow this up so you guys can see the whole thing. This is in Mazatlan, Mexico. The totality is right. It's right over. Look how dark it is. Wow. Absolutely insane. Look at that. Who's got the best coverage of the solar eclipse 2024? Take a guess. NYPrepper. Best coverage on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Show me some love. Share me out. Tell everybody about me. Tell everyone NYPrepper's got the best solar eclipse live stream on YouTube. Check this out, guys. Absolutely crazy. Mexico is just pitch black. Look at that. Wow. Thank you guys for all your support. I appreciate it. Wait, looks like it threw me off again. They threw me off again. I guess so many people are watching that it throws you off. Let me see if I can get that back up. Wow, look at that, guys. That is absolutely insane. Looks like the totality is right over, or it's just ending now. So totality is ending. You can see that it's not as dark anymore. You can see the sun coming out. Looks like I gotta keep the mouse moving over this, otherwise it throws you off, because I'm sure a lot of people are watching this now. Wow, look at that, guys. That is absolutely insane. So totality is ending now. You can see the pool again. You see the pool coming back into view. So it's starting to get lighter now. You can see the sun coming back out. Wow, that's crazy. That is absolutely insane. I can't wait to see what it's going to be like in New York City. That's going to be wild. New York City and DC, because it's blue skies over there and we got a clear camera there. Yeah, you can see the sun coming back out now. Check it out. Look at that, guys. Check that out. I got to keep the mouse on this thing, otherwise it throws me off, because there's so many people watching this camera probably. Yeah, I see the U2 off of San Francisco. Yep. So it looks like the totality is now over in Mexico. You can see the sun is coming back out. So that was crazy, though. It got super dark. That was really weird. It got so dark. Wow. Camera's buffering now. Not sure what's going on there. Probably because, yeah, so this was during totality. I'm going backwards in time now. So you could do a time lapse. You can see this is what it looked like during totality, how dark it was. That's what it looked like during totality. It was just super dark. So there you have it, guys. Mexico just reached totality. That was pretty spectacular. I didn't expect it to be so dramatic. So let's see, where is the totality now? It's now over Durango, Mexico. It's now over Durango, and San Antonio, Austin, Dallas are next in line. So that's coming soon. Wow, that was pretty dramatic. This is what it looked like during the totality. Wow. And now it's normal looking. Check that out. So now the sun came back out in Mexico. Wow, that was cool. That was cool to see. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. So I think I'm gonna pull out the Eagle Pass webcam, Eagle Pass, Texas, because I think they're gonna be next in line. But yeah, as you can see, it's already like normal sun now in Mexico. So Mexico is in the clear now. It threw me off a couple of times from the webcam because I guess so many people were trying to watch, and it threw me off. They kicked me off the webcam. We still got a good amount of time before it reaches Texas. I think I might actually put the Texas cam up now. This way we're prepared for when it comes. So we got Eagle Pass, Texas on the lower left, and that one's in line. Eagle Pass is where the Mexican border is. That was pretty cool. That was more dramatic than I thought. I didn't think it would be that dramatic. That was really cool. It got super dark in Mexico. I got a camera from the Adirondack Mountains. That'll be pretty cool. And I also got one from Vermont. So lower left we have Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass, Texas. Still a while to Dallas. Still a good few minutes to Dallas, but looks like it's going to be going over Eagle Pass soon. You can actually see some trucks putting their headlights on So we're close to totality here in Eagle Pass, Texas. Any minute now. This is the Mexican border. We're close to totality right now. They're putting their headlights on. You see the headlights? They're putting their headlights on over there. Look at that. It's getting dark in Eagle Pass. Check it out. Look how dark it's getting. It's like nighttime. Wow. Totality should be any minute now over there. That is super cool. Wow, look how dark it is in Eagle Pass. Check that out, guys. Totality is going to be right over Eagle Pass now. Look, it's like nighttime. All the city lights came on. Check it out. You can see all the lights coming on there. Wow. This is in Eagle Pass, Texas. Look how dark it's getting there. Absolutely crazy. Wow, it's like nighttime. Check that out. That is crazy, guys. Look at that. Look at the time. It's 1:29 local time, and it looks like the middle of the night. Isn't that crazy? Wow. That is just absolutely crazy. And then Dallas is going to be in the line of fire soon. We'll have Dallas coming up. Look at that, guys. That is super cool. Wow. I got cameras from all across the country. I got some in Indiana. I got some in Ohio. I got New York, upstate New York, New England. So we'll watch this whole eclipse across the country. I got also the big cities. So this is officially the first city in America to get the eclipse, Eagle Pass, Texas. And you can actually see, looks like it's probably just past totality now. You can see it's starting to get a little bit lighter outside there, but it's still quite dark. Wow, that's pretty dramatic. That's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. Wow. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Share the stream. We're going to be covering this eclipse across all of the US. The eclipse is an excuse for Russia to reload. %30 covered in mid-Missouri. Starting to get a little bit lighter out over there. Starting to get lighter out, as you can see. Wow. Yeah, looks like it's over. Look, people are still driving with their headlights, but it's getting closer to San Antonio now. Dallas is still light. Wow, that was cool. It got really dark there. So it looks like it's basically over in Eagle Pass, and it's going to be hitting Dallas soon. It's going to be hitting Dallas soon. As you can see, Eagle Pass is bright. It's bright outside over there. So even though the totality is like only a few minutes, it's still pretty dark for like a good 15 to 30 minutes, you know. It starts getting dark like a good 10 minutes before totality, and it stays dark probably 10 minutes after. So that was pretty cool. You can see it's light out over there already. It's back to normal. Wow. Ross says I have my glasses on. You still have a lot of time, Ross. You still have a lot of time. Well, not a lot of time, but you got probably a good 30 minutes or so. A quarter of the sun is already covered in Virginia Beach if you look through the glasses. Okay. So there's Eagle Pass for you. Looks like the sun came back out in Eagle Pass, the first city in the U.S. to get the solar eclipse. And we were covering it here live on the NYPrepper channel. This is historic. This is biblical. And it's all being covered right here on the NYPrepper channel. So looks like normal daylight in Eagle Pass right now. See, back to normal daylight. And as you can see, Dallas is next. Dallas is in the line of fire, so to speak. And then we got Indianapolis, Buffalo, and it's going to go over the Adirondack Mountains of upstate New York. But right now it looks like it's over Austin and San Antonio. And Dallas is just minutes away. So, just minutes away from Dallas. So I'm going to get the Dallas cam up now. I got 2 Dallas cams. Get those up. See if I can, it's hard for me to share both of the Dallas cams. So Dallas is next, guys. Dallas is next. We got Dallas on the left and on the right. Or I'm sorry, we got 2 Dallas cams on the left. Not sure which one is better. So we got Dallas here now, guys. Dallas is about to get dark. It's pretty light still in Dallas. It's not dark yet, but it's coming. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to actually set up a camcorder here in my backyard so I can film it when it comes over my area. I'll be right back. But we got Dallas up on the top of the screen, 2 Dallas cameras. Just minutes away from the solar eclipse going over Dallas, Texas. Wow, guys, check that out. Dallas is dark. Look at that. Wow. That's absolutely crazy. Look at that. Dallas is completely dark. Wow. You can see all the lights. That's just insane. So we're at peak totality in Dallas right now. Peak totality. Wow. Look how dark it is over there in Dallas. Those two cameras are from Dallas, Texas. That looks crazy. Wow. Look how dark it is. That's so surreal. This camera really shows it best. The one on the top right shows it best. Wow. That's just so surreal, guys. That's just so surreal. It's going to be interesting to see what DC looks like when it gets dark in DC, even though it's not, in full totality. It doesn't matter. It's still going to get dark. You don't have to have full totality. Even if it's 80% coverage, it's still going to get dark. I think New York City and DC are probably around 80% or 85 even. I think New York is like 85. So you can see it's starting to get light again now. You see how it's getting lighter in Dallas. It's starting to get lighter. You can see that the eclipse is already past Dallas, as you can see on this tracker map. And now it's heading for Little Rock. Check that out. See how now it's getting bright over there. And of course they play the ads right after the eclipse. At least they didn't play it during the eclipse. See, it's getting lighter now in Dallas. The sun came back out. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go and set up my camera in my backyard so I can film the eclipse. I'll be right back. Next cameras are going to be from Indiana, and we have Ohio. We have Niagara Falls. Those will be the next ones that we'll watch together here. But Dallas already experienced their eclipse. Dallas, Texas. As you can see, it's bright already there. As you can see, it's just like daylight bright now again in Dallas. But before it was like nighttime. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to be talking the whole time because I have to go outside and film and I want to experience the solar eclipse myself. So I'm just getting everything prepared for my area here. I have a camera set up outside. So when the solar eclipse comes over my area, I may disappear for a few minutes. And we currently have an F-15 Strike Eagle flying over central Massachusetts, which is pretty interesting. Grim Fall Project, thank you for the donation. I hope you are doing well today, Greg. I know the world news gets stressful by the day, but for God's sakes, please keep up the fantastic work. Thank you, Grim Fall Project, for the donation. And Open Minds, thank you for gifting 10 memberships. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. So, looks like Indiana is next in line based on this map here. So I'll be right back though, guys. I'll be right back. I just want to make sure I have everything set up over here. Indiana is next in line. I have an Indiana camera. So Indiana is next in line for the solar eclipse 2024. Indianapolis is in line. We have our Indiana camera up at the top left. You can see the rest of the country is just basically normal at this point. No indications of anything unusual happening. We got New York City in the lower left or lower right. View from the Statue of Liberty. We have a view from the Washington Monument in the bottom center. Looking towards the World War II Memorial. The Washington, D.C. camera is looking towards the World War II Memorial and the Lincoln Memorial. You can see the big reflecting pool by the Lincoln Memorial. And you can see the Potomac River. And you can also see on the left there, let me see if I can make this bigger just for a second so we could look at this closer. So here's our DC camera from the Washington Monument. And it's actually starting to get dark over here in PA. It's starting to get dark. In PA, I'm starting to see it's getting darker. It almost looks like a thunderstorm's gonna pop up. But this is the reflecting pool, Lincoln Memorial, World War II Memorial, and then on the left you have the tidal pool. That's where the I forgot. That's where the Jefferson Memorial is. On the left, it's off camera. The Jefferson Memorial, and then there's also Martin Luther King Memorial there, I believe. So that's our DC camera. You can see the Potomac River there, and then there's the bridge. It's kind of hard to see, but in the center there's that bridge that goes to Arlington. I think that's Arlington, yeah. So that's our DC camera right there. So Indiana, wow, look at Indiana, guys. Indiana's already getting dark. There's Indiana. Check it out. Look at that, guys. That's insane. So we got Indiana here now. I got to start turning my camera on outside, my camcorder. Look at that, guys. This is somewhere in southern Indiana, I think. Not sure what river that is. See, we also have, I also had Louisville. Let me see if I can get Louisville on. I also got Louisville, Kentucky. Wow, look at that, guys. That's Indiana right there. Look how dark it is. It almost looks like the sun is going to set. It looks crazy. It's almost over Indianapolis right now. Wow. Check that out. That's crazy, guys. Wow. It's already starting to get dark over here in PA. I'm probably going to go turn my camcorder on. Oh, the sun is coming back out in Indiana. Check it out. The sun is coming back out already in Indiana. This is in southern Indiana, so All right, guys, we now got Cleveland and Ohio up. Check that out, guys. Cleveland, Ohio, and Lake Erie. I got cameras. I'm going to go outside and turn my camcorder on so I can record what's going on over here in PA, because we should be getting it very, very soon. Look at Cleveland, guys. Cleveland is starting to get dark. Check that out. Be right back. Wow, guys, look at Cleveland. Look how dark it is in Cleveland. Let me see if I can get Niagara Falls. Let's see if I can get Niagara Falls going now. Well, look at Niagara Falls, guys. Absolutely crazy. Check it out. Niagara Falls is pitch black. Look at this. Niagara Falls is pitch black right now. Look at that. It's coming over my area too. Thanks for watching, everybody. Wow, look at that, guys. These cameras time out. If I don't sit here and click on these cameras, they time out because so many people are watching, I guess. Look at that, guys. Niagara Falls is in the middle of totality right now. It is pitch black in Niagara Falls. It's like nighttime over there. Look at that. And we're getting it over here right now in PA. We're getting it right now. It's going to be passing over Niagara Falls. Wow, it's really dark there. Looks like it's passing over Niagara Falls right now. As you can see by this NASA map, it's almost over in Niagara Falls. You can see it's starting to get lighter now over there in Niagara Falls. And next up is going to be New England. I got some cameras from New England. Wow, guys, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty dramatic. Next up is going to be the Adirondacks. Adirondack Mountains. So you can see the solar eclipse has already passed Niagara Falls. Solar eclipse has already passed Niagara Falls. Not much going on in New York City. It looks like it's pretty pretty calm in New York City. We got the Adirondack Mountains now in upstate New York. So the totality path is now moving over upstate New York and Vermont. It's already over in Niagara Falls. So far, nothing going on in New York City. It's pretty quiet. Looks pretty quiet over New York City. Doesn't look dark or anything. Maybe I have to refresh it. Yeah, nothing too interesting in New York City or DC. It's already over in now we got Vermont up. We got Vermont now. I think Vermont is in the totality path. This place should be anyway. Looks like totality is now over upstate New York. You can see in Vermont it's getting darker already. Wow. We have Blue Mountain Lake in the Adirondacks. I'm not seeing anything darkening over there. But I do see, looks like in Vermont it's getting darker. Check that out. It should be going right over Vermont now. In Stowe, Vermont. Check it out. Mike Subchinsky, thank you for the donation. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the eclipse. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Vermont is very dark right now. Yeah, these cities got super dark all around the country. Oh yeah, it's getting dark now. Check it out. Look at Vermont. Vermont is really dark. Got Vermont here. Vermont is really dark. Check it out. Not too much in the Adirondacks for some reason. New York didn't really get it too much. For some reason, maybe it was too far south. It didn't really get too dark in the Adirondacks. Wow, check that out, guys. This is in Vermont. It's getting dark in Vermont. Wow, guys, look how dark it is in Vermont. It's like pitch black over there. Look at that. It's now over Vermont. Wow. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button if you can and consider donating to my PayPal. My PayPal is in the link below the video. There's a PayPal link in the description. Look at that, guys. Wow. Consider donating to my PayPal. My PayPal is in the description below this video and also at the top of the chat. Thank you, K. Paul, for sharing the PayPal link. It's getting darker in Maine. I'm trying to find a map, I'm trying to find a camera in Maine. They're hard to find over there. I'm going to see if I can find a camera in Maine. See, I'm trying to find a camera here of Maine. There's not many cameras in Maine. But it looks like the eclipse is over in Vermont. The eclipse is over in Vermont. Wow, New York City and DC didn't really see much. Looks like it's over Maine right now. Yeah, it's over Maine at this moment. It already passed Vermont. And upstate New York. Let me see if I can get something in Maine. Didn't really experience much here. Thank you for the donation, Mike. I appreciate it. I'm glad that your leg is doing better. You had gout. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm glad your leg is doing better. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate the kind words. Wow, that was crazy. It's a pretty dramatic eclipse. Diva's mom, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. It's good to see you. Mike Subchinsky, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. And Vanessa, thank you for being a member for 6 months. That's incredible. Thank you so much. I'm trying to see if I can find a camera in Maine, but I I don't see anything. I think it might be too late. It looks like it's in totality now in Maine. Maine has complete totality now. But I can't find a camera of it, unfortunately. Looks like it's already passing over Canada now. It's about to head out to sea. And then it looks like it's going to go for Europe, potentially. Maybe I'll have some cameras for Europe. It looks like it's going to go over to Europe soon. Look, it's going to go over Spain, I think. But yeah, it looks like it's already passed over New England. So it looks like the eclipse in America, North America, is over. The eclipse in North America is over. And I'm not sure if they're gonna check this out. This is coming from Canada. I got a camera from Canada. Check this out. Some kind of airport. Let me see if I can get this up on the screen. Some kind of airport in Canada. Looks like they have the eclipse now. It's not working. Screw it. Yeah, it looks like it's going over Canada right now. Let's see. Where is that? Is that Newfoundland? I don't know Canada too well. Looks like it's right over the edge of Canada. Maybe I can quickly find a camera for that. Let me see. Probably not. Yeah, it looks like it's over Newfoundland, I guess. I don't know. Labrador? It looks like it's over Labrador right now. It's just tough to find a camera from there. It's such a remote area. Yeah, it's Newfoundland. Yeah, it looks like it's over Newfoundland now. It's just hard to find a camera in that area because it's so remote. Trying to see if I can't find a camera. So there's the solar eclipse 2024 North America. The show is over, folks. Deidre Fat, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I didn't really see much here. No, it got a little bit darker. It got a little bit darker for sure, but it wasn't like super dark. But we also had like a rainstorm come in at the same time, so we had a rainstorm come in at the same time, so yeah, unfortunately a lot of these webcams you might be able to watch them, but I can't share them because it's copyrighted, so I can only share certain cameras that are not copyrighted. So if you're going to suggest a camera to me, make sure it's not on YouTube and it's not copyrighted, because they do actually copyright a lot of these webcams. So that's why I can't share a lot of them. It took me hours to find these cameras. I spent a couple hours to prepare for this stream. So took some time, but yeah, it looks like it's over the North Atlantic now. I don't know if it's supposed to go into Europe or not. I got to check into that. I'm checking my email now, K. Paul. Thanks for moderating. I appreciate it. Thanks to all the moderators. I appreciate you guys very much. I see a lot of you guys sent me pictures of the eclipse. That's awesome. I didn't get a chance to see it, unfortunately, because it was cloudy here. But I see a bunch of people sent me eclipse pictures, so thank you guys very much. Thanks to everyone who donated to my PayPal. I see some people donated to my PayPal. Thank you guys very much for the donations. I appreciate it. And I will be doing an update this evening. So that should be coming out sometime soon. Peggy McGuire, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I'm a little bit annoyed. Some of the cameras timed out while I was streaming. Some of these cameras timed out. I'm kind of annoyed by that. You know, they were throwing me off. We missed a little bit of some of the areas. We missed it a little bit because of they were throwing me off. Kind of annoyed by that, but oh well. We still got some good footage. We got some footage of basically every part of the country, including Mexico. We saw Mexico. We saw Indiana. We saw Dallas. Dallas was really cool. We saw Ohio. Niagara Falls was really cool. Vermont. So I got some good footage. If you guys didn't see that, you can rewind. I'm going to save the stream. I'm going to keep this stream up on my channel forever, basically, because this is historic, so it's going to stay up on my channel. And looks like the eclipse is now over the North Atlantic. And are they going to have an eclipse in Europe? I guess not, because it's going to already be nighttime over there. So yeah, they're not going to have an eclipse, I don't think, because it's going to be nighttime. So yeah, Europe's not going to have it, as far as I know. But the world did not end. A lot of people were predicting the end of the world because of the eclipse. There were a lot of people saying that there's going to be all kinds of seismic events, and as you see, everything is okay for now. But obviously that could change. We had that freak earthquake in New Jersey a couple days ago. That was pretty insane. Pork Eating Crusader, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, no problem, Edward. Thank you for watching. K. Paul says those pictures are with my phone with the glasses over the camera lens, and I had to block all but one to get the pic. Yeah, no problem, Diva's mom. No problem. So yeah, the eclipse is now over the North Atlantic. The world did not end. We're still here. We're still here. The world did not end. I know a lot of people were saying that the world was going to end. We are still here. Everything is fine. So I have cameras here of New York City and Washington, D.C. Everything seems to be going smooth today. Traffic is flowing. You can see some cruises here in New York City, New York Harbor. The day is young. Yes, the day is young, definitely. So I'm going to return this evening with update. And if you didn't see my update from last night, I recommend you go and watch it because there was some very important information in that update. So I posted that update really late last night. Bailey says I sent you a video of an Apache flying right before this full eclipse. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, because you were pretty close to totality, if I remember. You were pretty close to totality. Thank you guys for all the pictures. I appreciate it. I didn't really see much over here. It was just a little bit darker. It felt like a really strong storm or something. Like it got dark. It got pretty dark. It almost looked like the sun was gonna set, and then that was just for a couple of minutes. So it wasn't really too dramatic over here because we had clouds anyway. So we had clouds. I think we were at like 95% where I was at. Bailey says it was 93%. Okay. 93%. I'm going to check that video out. No problem, Heather. Why does everyone think earthquakes will follow the eclipse? I don't know. I guess historically that happened in the past, you know. So thanks to everybody who donated. I appreciate you guys. Thanks to all my Patreon members. Thank you very much for your support. Thanks to all the moderators for showing up. Samantha, good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Samantha. I haven't seen you on here in a while. K. Paul, thank you very much for tuning in and moderating. So check out my update from earlier. It was actually, I posted it at midnight Eastern time. It's my last video update, most recent video update. Check it out if you haven't seen it. I posted it really late, so I know a lot of people probably didn't see it. So the video that you guys should watch that I posted, it's emergency alert, drones hit the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. There were some Apache helicopters that were spotted here in Pennsylvania yesterday. And the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant was hit by several drones yesterday. And that's pretty serious. There were several drones that hit the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Thank you, Gene W., for sharing my latest video. Yeah, there were several drones that hit the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. They actually blew up on the containment dome. One of the containment domes was directly hit, and then apparently a Russian military vehicle was hit, and there was a casualty. So at least 3 drones hit the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant yesterday, and there's only one external power line now that connects the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant to the Ukrainian power grid. So if something happens with that power plant, that would be devastating to the whole world because because it has 6 nuclear reactors. So if something were to happen, that would be catastrophic. That would be like Chernobyl times 6, because Chernobyl, there was only one reactor that melted down. This power plant has 6 reactors. So looks like the eclipse is now over the eastern Atlantic, close to France. So this is the path that it took right here. There wasn't really too much in New York or DC. Nothing really happened too much, but really dramatic in Mexico. It got like pitch black in Mexico, and I had that live when it got pitch black. It got really dark also in Eagle Pass, Dallas. So if you want to go back and watch it, you can. I'm going to save the stream. But that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I think I'm probably going to wind it down. And I'm going to work on the evening update. I'm sure there's a lot of breaking news that I missed over the last 2 hours that I got to catch up on. Samantha says, I appreciate your updates. Been watching from afar. I took a break from YouTube. Thank you, Samantha. I appreciate your support, and it's good to see you here. I hope everything's going well with you. So, good night, everybody, or I guess not good night. I mean, I'll be back with an update this evening. I'm not going to go live, but I'll be back with a video update this evening. Raina says I took a break also. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, Raina. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will be doing a live stream at some point this week to update you guys on everything going on in the world. Last week I took a break from the live streams because of Easter. So I didn't do any streams last week, but I will be doing some streams this week. I'm just not sure which day yet. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you guys for showing up. Mockingjay, Gene W. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everyone. K. Paul. Was fun hanging out, and I will be doing some more streams this week. Tomorrow, we have the end of Ramadan, so we could see something happen in the Middle East. We could see potentially Iran attack Israel tomorrow. They're saying around the end of Ramadan, Iran could attack Israel, so we have to keep an eye out for that. And if anything happens, I will go live tomorrow if Iran attacks Israel. Robert says downtown Indianapolis got pretty dark, and when the sun started to come back up like it was morning, the birds started chirping like it was 5 or 6. Wow, that's really cool. Thank you, Edward. I'm glad you think it was great coverage. I did my best, I did my best. I'm not a professional news company or anything. I don't have endless resources. I'm just a average guy, with a computer and some basic tools. So I did my best. So thank you guys for showing up, and I will be back this evening with an update on what's going on in the Middle East, in Europe, in Asia. We have all these war fronts. We have Israel and Iran about to go to war. We have Russia planning a massive offensive in Ukraine. Russia's gearing up to take all of eastern Ukraine. They're going to go into Kharkiv. They're going to go all the way to the Dnieper River. Potentially, they're going to try to take Odessa and cut off Ukraine from the Black Sea. They're going to try to potentially go for the capital. We have Belarus and Lithuania. We have Belarus moving troops to within just a few miles of the border of Lithuania, literally hundreds and hundreds of tanks and armored vehicles right on the border of Lithuania right now. So I'm going to update you guys on that, update you on Ukraine, and update you guys on Asia and other parts of the world. Owl Fox Prepper, good to see you, Owl Fox. Hope you're doing well. So have a good afternoon or evening wherever you are around the world. And if you're in Europe, have a good night. And until later on, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere.